So I just saw Terrifier 3.
Who's this Santa? He's scaring my kid.
Yeah, he's scaring me too.
Hey, Santa's handing out presents!
So Terrifier 3, directed by Damien Leone, follows survivor girl Sienna from Terrifier 2, played by Lauren Levera. Time has passed since the events of Terrifier 2, and Sienna is trying to rebuild her life while dealing with the physical and mental toll of surviving Art the Clown. So that's the basic plot of this movie without getting into spoilers, as this will be a spoiler-free review. I'd just like to start by saying how cool it is to see a new icon in horror. As many of y'all already know, Art the Clown started in a 2008 short film, The Ninth Circle, then in All Hallows Eve in 2013, then finally getting his own standalone film, Terrifier, in 2016. It's so cool to see a horror icon come from small beginnings to, I don't want to say mainstream. I feel like people use mainstream in derogatory ways, but to be put in the same spotlight as Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees. I mean, come on, this movie made millions of dollars, beating out Joker 2 at the box office. And if you've seen Joker 2, you realize it's not that high of a bar to pass. So major props to Damien Leone, especially for an R-rated slasher movie. This was a huge accomplishment. Now with that being said, I feel conflicted. If you're going into Terrifier 3 in hopes to get answers for a lot of the stuff they set up in Terrifier 2, you're gonna be slightly disappointed. Now, they do try to explain a few things about Art the Clown and a little bit of his lore. However, they don't explain every detail. Now, I'm not saying I want everything explained to me. I think a lot of the good horror is actually not knowing what's happening. Take Michael Myers, for example. We don't need an explanation for why he's killing people. If anything, it's scarier to think that some people are just born evil, and that can lay dormant for many years until somebody just finally snaps and kills a bunch of people, and that's scary because that can actually happen. You could, however, try to explain it, and they actually tried doing that for the Halloween series. They had Michael Myers be a part of this Thorn cult or something like that, and that was interesting. Yeah, it didn't really work. Now, don't get me wrong, Terrifier 3 was a fun movie with excellent practical effects and very, very gruesome kills. There was a controversy with this movie about Art the Clown going after kids, showing that he's okay with crossing that line. So understandably, if you're put off by that, maybe you can take comfort in the fact that a lot of the kid killing is done off screen. Also, speaking of that, surprisingly, a lot of these kills are done off screen. One character in particular, who is a character that we've known since Terrifier 2, and I'm not going to say who it is for obvious reasons, they are killed off screen. It is implied that they are killed off screen, so there is a good chance it could just be a fake out, maybe. We're gonna have to wait and see for the next one. And right there is another kind of gripe I have with this movie. This movie feels almost like a stepping stone movie to something more. And I say that because, I mean, you can take this as a spoiler if you want, but there's no real payoff with this movie. And if anything, it leaves me with more questions. And it is confirmed we are getting Terrifier 4, so let's hope it'll amount to something very satisfying for fans, and also casual fans like myself. That being said, I very much still enjoyed Terrifier 3 for what it was. The slasher element mixed with Christmas is something we have seen before in the past, but it is executed very well here. Art the Clown is definitely not my favorite character in horror, but I will give massive and deserving props to his rise in popularity. I give Terrifier 3 a solid 6 out of 10. Definitely not my favorite in the franchise. That will still have to go to Terrifier 2, but I want to hear from you guys. What are y'all's thoughts and predictions, or what would you like to see in Terrifier 4? Whatever it is, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.